I'm Adele Hartley. I'm the General Manager and Director of Envirosure Underwriting Managers. We're a niche underwriting agency that specializes in environmental impairment insurance. So we're here at the Transport Expo predominantly because the bulk of our book is transport-based. So South Africa is still heavily dependent on road infrastructure, and we do have quite a high volume of incidents that occur on most of our roadways, not limited to South Africa, also up into Africa, because of basically the corridors that run in through from our ports. So it would be to create an exposure around the impacts of transport on the environmental level in terms of spillages into the environment, not limited to dangerous goods but also potential pollutants. So we are seeing definitely an increased frequency in claims of late, but we normally attribute that to a change in season. So generally when we have sort of transition into winter periods, we have a higher frequency of claims, generally attributed to the drivers falling asleep, basically fatigue, heaters in the cab, creates more of a risk exposure in terms of falling asleep, as well as darker weather conditions. We are also seeing that there is quite a prevalence in terms of change of corridors that are being transported on, where basically changes in route infrastructure that are creating higher claim exposures in certain areas. But in terms of the expo, it's been really fantastic to see such a great response from basically a lot of the delegates and people that are attending, so that they can understand this aspect that they didn't really think was something that was an exposure in the transport industry. So I was quite privileged yesterday to attend the conference aspects, where we did a presentation on the impacts on the environment of dangerous goods. We were able to touch over the responsibilities in terms of a polluter in the event of an incident, the methodologies that would be utilized, as well as going through various case studies, just to highlight the potential impacts as well as the cost implications. From there, I was part of the panel where it was basically a green think tank in terms of the transport industry. How can we implement a greener way forward? So there was quite good different inputs from various different experts, creating a lot of food for thought around what are sustainable steps for the transport industry to implement. And then today, on a breakaway workshop, we had a very interactive session with regards to dangerous goods compliance in the transport industry.
And the feedback so far, how has it been?
It's been a really great positive engagement. Even at our stand, we've had so many people come talk, ask really good questions. Post-conference engagements have been really great. I can see a lot of people asking really good questions. You can see the thoughts are percolating, and we're hoping that we leave a little bit of a lasting impression on everyone. So Envirosure decided to join the Transport Evolution following some engagements from partners that joined last year. And we were quite impressed with the sort of exposure that it would create, as well as the potential to present on these really interesting panels and be part of this great event. Okay, let me try again. We'll see you at Transport Evolution 2026.